Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Qmenera, your favorite queer Numenera pod/vodcast. We're excited to have you with us and hope you enjoy our game. If you love our show, we hope you'll rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you consume your pod/vodcasts. Every review brightens our day and helps new listeners to find us. We don't pay to advertise our show, so we hope you'll recommend us to your friends and just about anyone. Keep up to date with all our shenanigans, streams, and giveaways by following us on Twitter at EQPoints. If you want notifications for when we're streaming our episodes before they're released, be sure to follow us on twitch.tv/experiencepoints and say hi. We love chatting with all of you. Stay tuned after the episode for some more exciting announcements.
Be gay.
Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.
Hello. Welcome to your favorite Numenera all queer cast. Podcast, live stream, whatever you want to call us today. I'm Kelrick. I'm your narrator. My pronouns are he, him. And this is my fabulous cast. Why don't we just start with Cage?
Mean. What's up, y'all? I'm Cage. I use she, hers pronouns, and today I'll be playing Charlie, who's a strong-willed nana who talks to machines who also uses she, hers pronouns.
Hi, my name is Aaron. I play Railu, a graceful glaive who speaks with a silver tongue, and both of us use they, them pronouns.
Cool. I am Kenny. My pronouns are he, they, and I play Hillian Jossa, an earnest Jack who howls at the moon, whose pronouns are he, him.
Okay, so recap. Here's where we are. Marcus is frantically throwing things and securing them on the foreignines and keeping them calm so that they don't run away. This Tetrahydra has flown in because Hillian's egg detector went off and captured its attention. Hillian has been attacked, recovered more points than they lost, and is running towards the plane by themselves. Railu has tried to distract them by... How did you try to distract them? What did you do that failed? You're muted.
I was literally just getting in between it and Hillian and making noise.
Okay, so you have jumped in front of Hillian, who has then turned and run off, leaving you. As that's happening, Charlie has grabbed its attention, run behind a tree that it has run 2 heads right into, and stunned itself.
It's Hornet Protocol.
Its turn is just sort of stumbling around and regaining its balance. And now it's y'all's turn again. You have this round before you think Marcus will have everything packed up. And then you'll roll a percentage to determine whether that's actually the case. So, who's doing what?
I would say the bird is still kind of like stunned though, right?
It is shaking off being stunned. You all remember all difficulties for this thing have been increased and decreased for you all for whatever your rolls are.
I think Charlie would actually try to run back towards Marcus and like assist in order to hurry that process.
Okay. So that's Charlie's action. Railu?
I think Railu is going to... I think I'm going to use the task guarding, and I'm going to basically... So it says here for guarding, for everyone listening, it says gain advantage on defense tasks, can attempt reactive speed tasks, -1 difficulty to prevent characters from getting past or taking the action they're guarding against. So Railu is going to guard against the bird, or the Tetrahydra, trying to like charge at least Hillian. Like if it wants to get to Hillian, it's going to have to take off. So
Which
like
is probably what it will do, because and you know this because it's a flying creature. It's only on the ground because it attacked Hillian, and then that's probably why it hit its heads on the tree. So it will likely take off and swoop in to attack again. And you know this because you know enough. You've rolled well enough to know. You know a lot about this creature. You also know that it's not super sturdy. It's scary looking, but it's just a big bird.
I think I will. I'm just imagining Big Bird, just like the big old yellow thing attacking.
Oh
me.
no, it's hideous. It's
So is Big
the
Bird.
weirdest
Have you seen
of-
Big Bird?
all
terrible.
weird angles and tentacles.
Okay, well, Big Bird's not that terrifying, but like pretty weird still. If Big Bird walked out of a forest and attacked me, I would be terrified, is what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna use draw the attack then. I don't want it to. Here, if it takes to the sky, it's gonna have a much bigger advantage here.
Okay.
So I
If you would
it
please
says
roll.
it's an intellect task.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like an intellect task versus a bird shouldn't be that hard, but also Railu, so like we'll find out. I will put 2 points of effort in. Since I had first watch, I can suffer the point damage. So 12 plus 6.
Absolutely. You draw the attack.
I do take +1 difficulty on defense when it attacks me.
Okay. So that would neutralize its +1 difficulty because of what Charlie's major effect did.
Yeah.
So now it's just going to be a straight roll. Hillian, what are you going to do?
Let's see here. I think Hillian will kind of gather himself and come and help Marcus get stuff on the Anine as well with Charlie.
Well, since you ran the opposite direction, it would take you your full turn
For trying to get back. All right.
get back.
Then can I see the creatures well enough to shoot them with a bow and arrow?
You absolutely can.
Then that is what I'm going to do.
Go ahead and make your roll.
And I'm going to apply some effort.
Oh yeah. You hit this thing pretty well. How much damage does that do?
It does 4.
Awesome. It obviously has a weird hide, and so you don't do as much damage as your bow normally does, but you do push past any hide armor it has, and you do some damage. And so you would think that would grab its attention, but no, it is all about Railu. So,
Isn't it always?
well, that's how Railu likes it. I would like to offer you, Hillian, a GM intrusion.
I mean, how can I say no?
Awesome. Let me... That is
Does it mean
not
you're
the-
low on experience points?
Actually, I have 4. So
Oh,
I'm trying to find the thing that I wanted to introduce.
and I will give my extra experience point to Railu since they are trying to distract, and I know that Railu needs all of the extra experience to spend.
I was gonna say it's also notoriously underleveled all the time.
Because you ran towards the plains
Uh-huh.
and you were not being stealthy at all. You are probably about, I think you can run 25 feet pretty easily during your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you're about 25 feet from the edge of the forest and making a huge amount of noise. Roll a perception check.
Okay. I don't think he is paying as much attention for perception, so he's not going to be applying any effort. But he does really well anyway.
Ooh, an 18. Very nice. Not only do you know that in the distance, roughly long range, you have grabbed the attention of a pack of broken hounds.
Oh, good.
But you know that it will, at their speed, take them about 3 turns to get to you. But they've decided that yours is the direction to go. So, that's...
As a free action, Hillian is going to yell out, we're not alone! The birds are not the only ones tracking us now. We have to hurry.
And that would make it the Tetrahydra's turn. It will... I would like a speed defense for the beak attack from Railu, please.
Cool. I have +6 to not being attacked by anything, so that's nice.
Okay. So,
Plus.
all right.
Right.
What are you going to use to reduce what you have to roll on this speed defense?
I'm specialized in speed defense.
Which gives you 2 off.
Yep. Well,
What
no, it gives me, it's 2 steps off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Two-
okay, I was,
yeah.
okay, gotcha.
I'm sorry, I was talking steps. So, anything else?
No, that's all. I don't really have anything
Then
else.
let's
to be
get a
honest.
roll.
How's my speed looking? My speed looking's fine. I'll put in 1 point of effort. Why not?
Then you succeed.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, so you don't have to roll for that. I would like a second roll for the tentacle attack.
Okay. I don't know why, but there's this feeling that I'm not going to put in effort.
Okay.
But I do have speed defense, so
You
I still
do.
get the 2 steps. How about
Oh, yes!
How does that work for you, Kelrick? Is that good for you?
I knew I could count on you.
It literally does. Again, that's why I didn't apply effort. It was either going to fail or pass, no matter what.
Oh, very Railu of you.
I either
Well,
needed to roll
if you had
a
applied
3.
effort, you wouldn't have had to roll.
Welcome to my life, Kelrick.
Okay. So. You have grabbed this Tetrahydra's experience, and I would like a percentage roll to help me decide which of the 2 things I'm debating happen.
Sure. Do you just want like a straight roll?
High or
do you want me to,
low?
Like pull high or low. Oh, okay. High. Why not? How about a 19?
Okay. So.
See, Cage looks. See, people look like they're shocked. I live like this. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, no, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to completely shake off the dazed status it has, because when it hits you, it doesn't just hit you, it grabs you and pulls you towards it and you are grappled. And the 2 heads that are still focused are suddenly able to focus in on the thought of just prey. And it no longer cares about anything else other than dealing with you first. And so all of its negatives are going to be gone because it's focusing on you. So,
I mean, honestly, cool, because the negative wasn't helping me anyway since I was guarding.
yeah.
So this is ideal situation.
All right. So that's going to be its turn. Let me do this. Oh. Okay. The pack is going to move in, and with that initiative roll, it's going to move in twice. So it is your turn, but it is now only one round away. The pack of Broken Hounds is only one round away from joining you. So it is your turn. Railu is grappled.
This thing in the mouth.
Well, it's your turn. Let's get a might defense. Unless somebody else wants to do something first.
Do we have an update on how close Marcus and I are to getting everything packed up?
Well, the two of you have everything packed up. Railu is grappled. Like, you can see that one of the tentacles has wrapped around
Not worried either.
them. And yeah, you all are ready to go as soon as you all can get on the Anines. You also have the Tetrahydra between Hillian and you all, and Hillian didn't move any closer, so they're still 2 rounds out from the Anines. So, what are you doing?
I have an idea, but
Go for it.
somebody else can go first because I need to look up something.
So I'm going to first roll for this mind disrupting poison level real quick.
Sure.
Just so, yeah, we know what it is. And I might be trying to launch an arrow with it. Okay, so 2 rounds. Fine.
3 rounds.
3 rounds?
It's 1d6 plus 2.
Ah, cool.
So 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
What does it look like?
So the... I think it's, like, actually, like, some slime.
Okay.
That we got. I forgot where we got this from. I think it was maybe from Nils's pack.
It was.
So Hillian puts like what looks like flubber on the tip of an arrow, and knocks it back, and hopefully it's the Tetrahydra that is grappling Railu.
Yeah.
So,
Let's hope you don't hit Railu.
maximum
I want
effort.
to roll a 1 so bad. That'll be so funny.
Don't do that.
It'll be so funny.
Maximum effort for this bow attack.
Okay.
And I'm very glad I did that.
Okay. So what is the actual number then? You applied 3 effort, so that's a 9?
And I have 1 edge on that.
Okay. So edge just reduces what comes out of your pool. Is
Okay.
it so the total number rolled is a 9, correct?
Total number rolled beats a TD6.
Then yeah, you hit the Tetrahydra hard. Go ahead and let's see. You do another 2 whole points of damage, which is more than you would think. But cool. The Tetrahydra is now... You all really like beating this thing's face in the ground. It takes... Ooh, it takes a decent amount of damage because it also gets a +3 damage from the poison.
Mm-hmm.
And it is unable to take actions for the next 3 rounds.
And after launching this arrow, Hillian starts trying to book it towards the encampment.
Okay. So you get right to the encampment. Next turn, you can get on an Anine. And
Fantastic.
Railu?
Will you tell me
Charlie?
how grappling works in this game?
Basically, it's just a might defense to see if you can break out of it.
Can I do things while in the while grappled, or do I have to break out of it before I can do anything?
You have to break out before you can do anything, unless
Okay.
you have an ability that doesn't require movement. Like Charlie
okay.
has Onslaught, but they can do it mentally.
Yeah, gotcha.
So,
okay,
but
cool.
You can. This thing is looking pretty rough. Like, you will have, surprisingly to you, done some pretty good damage so far.
Yeah, so I guess I don't really have anything that's not a physical thing because it's Railu.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to break out of its attack first.
You are.
Or its grapple or whatever it is.
Correct.
So I will put in 2 levels of effort.
Okay.
And that's gonna be, so it's gonna be a, what is that? Set 15 total?
9 is what you needed to hit, so you're
cool.
good.
Does that take
you
up my
break
whole
out.
turn?
No, that is. Now you can do something.
Cool. I'm gonna stab it.
Okay.
So let's put in more effort. It's still nighttime. Why not? I'll eventually sleep tonight, maybe, probably.
Mm-hmm. You also have a free.
A free what?
A free roll on the recovery track.
That's fair, yeah. So it's gonna be, I put 2 more levels of effort in, so it's gonna be a total of 9.
Okay. So yeah, you hit it. How many
Cool.
points?
So I was using my blade because I had them both out. I guess I should have declared before, but I rolled might, so that's what I was going for.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 4, and then I think I have something with blades, medium. I think I have something with blades. So let me double check real quick, but I think it's 5 damage total.
Ooh.
Can use all weapons. Where's my blade thing? I have +1 to all ranged attacks, but I think I have something with medium blades.
Well, you all have basically killed 3 of the 4 heads on this Hydra with the amount of damage you have done. It is one of the non-dazed heads that is controlling the whole body.
I think it's just 4 damage. I don't see the 5th thing.
Okay. That's still enough for that. Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. So, Charlie?
Yeah, I had a cool idea, but it actually won't work because it's not what I thought it would do. So if the creature looks like it's on its like last limb, I think Charlie will use the physical version of Onslaught. So she does it mentally, but it causes physical damage. So armor would come into play if it has any. Yeah, so we're
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can apply effort to that. I have some intellect pool.
What do you have anything to reduce the difficulty?
I don't think so, because all of my stuff is like mechanical things.
Fair. Okay. Make your roll.
I can resist mental effects, but that doesn't help me in causing effects.
Yeah. Well, and Hillian's poison has made it to where it can't take action, so.
Yeah, so I'm going to apply 2 levels of effort and use the physical onslaught.
All right. Yeah.
So that's a 9, but beats a TD5.
No, you hit. How much damage?
So that does 4.
Hey.
And
guess who's,
does not.
What does it look like when you killed this thing?
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, so I think we already had established that the physical onslaught that Charlie does looks kind of like a mini Iron Wind. And so there's like these like little nanites that come around, and I imagine that you see like the feathers kind of get destroyed around it, and like the head that she was like attacking, like maybe like destroys like the eye or something, and the beak gets all scratched up, and like it kind of like teeters and falls.
Yeah, I totally see it sort of deconstructing elements of it and then reconstructing them elsewhere. So like its wing disintegrates, but then another like half wing explodes out of its chest. And I mean, it just, you completely start, that eye appears on the end of one of the tentacles, and it just sort of collapses over dead.
I'm just saying I wouldn't be upset if anybody took that image that we shared in chat and just did some quick photoshopping and like moved parts around.
I mean, there's a certain level of body horror about even just like 3 heads of 4 just hanging there limply while this thing is trying to fly around. So that just takes it to a whole other level.
Yeah. Huh. You have done that from over by the Anines, and Marcus is on an Anine, ready to go. That's this round. The hounds at the start of the round are, since there's no attack, they are going to double move. There are 3 of them, and they catch up to where Hillian is, but they don't have an attack.
Would we know whether or not the Anines would be faster than the hounds?
Roll a int check.
We are eating so good tonight, y'all. I'm having bird steak. I'm having hound steak.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, and I put a level of effort, so that reaches a TD6.
Yeah. You what was your question?
Which is faster, Anine or one of these hounds?
You know that the Anine is faster, but you also know that the hounds can track the scent and are not really going to, they don't tend to let things go once they're on the hunt.
But we could like ride the Anines and Hillian could like shoot arrows and I could use onslaught, right?
You can absolutely do that if
Let's
you
turn
wanna
this
try
into a
it.
chase.
It's like,
Okay, so y'all find this
get the
maybe
F
as
out of
funny.
here.
Y'all might find this as funny as I do. Like, yeah, they have a tendency to not let things go. And I was like, so like Tiuna. Like that's where my mind went. I was like, I gotta share. Is Hillian within immediate range of the broken hounds?
I think so,
Yes.
yes.
They
Dang
are
it.
right on him.
All right.
But he can go before you and
Okay.
move or attack or do whatever. But you all have free actions to talk. What do you can? Are y'all just silently attacking?
Yep.
It's all.
Hillian,
Yeah.
run! Yeah.
I mean, what is this?
Hillian, get out of the way. I have an idea.
Oh, okay. And while yeah, so that's Hillian runs. Though, how far away are the Anines from Hillian with the broken hands at immediate range?
So, because of the movement you've done already, it would take you a round to get to the Anine, and your action could be getting on, but you cannot get it moving until the next turn.
Can't giddy up. All right, so Hillian runs for the Anine and mounts.
Okay, so 3 of you are mounted on Anines.
Railu, if I could go next, is
yeah.
going to pull out the Shatter Wand and
Ooh.
point it at one of the broken hounds and use it.
Would you care
no.
to remind people what the Shatter
Thanks.
Wand is?
Yeah. So the Shatter Wand is just this crystalline rod. I don't remember where we found it, but I do remember Railu talking Tiuna out of it because Railu's a terrible person.
Actually, I
Yeah.
believe you talked Charlie out of it
What did I
after
say,
you
Hillian?
killed the Juraskar, and you said Tiuna.
Oh, okay. Charlie is what I meant to say. Yeah, I talked Charlie out of it because Railu was a terrible person. I still really, anyway, talk about that later.
Yeah.
I want to find a way to get it back to Charlie, but Railu was so selfish. So I pull this out, and basically, from what it was explained to me that it does, because Railu would not know, it crystallizes the flesh of whatever you point it at and causes it to explode sometimes.
Sometimes.
So let's find out if it works this time.
This isn't
Okay.
going to be overkill at all.
All right. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, I'm assuming it's speed because it's ranged, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put effort into that. I can only put up to 2 effort in.
Well, before you do that, let's talk what you're doing to reduce the steps of this. Because let's see if you actually have to roll.
Okay.
Remember?
So, okay, fair. So I'm putting 2 levels of effort in.
All right. Before you put in effort,
Okay.
do you have any skills that you're going to use?
All I have for this is, and I don't even know if this counts because this
So
is
let's
a
talk
Numenera
about it.
device. It's light range,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if this counts as light.
Oh yeah, it's a wand.
That's fair. I was thinking like game whatever wise.
Yeah.
It's cool. So I have a talent in light range, which takes it down a step,
Okay.
and I think that's all I have as far as like
Okay.
non-effort.
All right. So you've done that, and then you're going to apply 2 levels of effort.
Yes.
You do not need to roll. You
Okay.
automatically hit. You do. Oh my gosh, how many
8
points?
points of damage.
So, what does it look like when you crystallize this broken hound?
Does it die? Because that'll change it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
So
totally dies.
okay. So I think what happens is Railu like pulls out this like rod that's sticking out of their pack, and they just like point it at the thing, like, and they expected something to happen, but it says in the descriptions it has no visible manifestation. So Railu like pulls it out and points it, and nothing happens for a second, and they like are looking at it, and like you kind of a little bit of fear appears in their eyes, and then I think that the hound is like running, and it stops and just crystallizes and then explodes and shatters, which is so gross. And
Yeah.
it does 3 points of damage to anything within immediate range for everything around it.
Yeah, and
Imagine
the
you hear, like, a
device
yelp.
is rapid fire, so you can use it. You can do another. You can do it again if you want. Same turn.
Let me roll depletion before I can decide. Or do
Uh-huh.
I have to? I was assuming I have
You
to
do.
roll it first, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's
you're
not
fine.
A 1. So do I want to risk? I don't want to break this device.
There are still
Don't worry, Charlie
2 more
wouldn't be
towns.
pissed at you or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to use.
So the only reason you can use the wand a second time is because it has the rapid fire feature.
Yep, but I have another thing.
Okay.
I'm going to use something called successive attack. And it's if you take down a foe, you can immediately make another attack on that same turn against a new foe within your reach. And I do have my razor ring out.
Okay. Then-
So I will throw my razor ring at one of the ones that got like hit with the shards.
So
Throw one of your smelly ones.
No, I actually got the new ones.
So what is the difficulty? How do you drop?
So because it's a light weapon in general, I get 1 step reduced, and then Railu specifically is trained in light range.
Then
so
you
that's another
don't have to
step.
roll.
Okay. So that one will do. I think medium ones are 2 points of damage, and then Railu does an additional 1 point for ranged weapons. So 3.
You
damage
killed
total.
another one. There's one broken hound left in
Okay.
this pack.
There. Let's just make a really badass turn and do the exact same thing then,
Okay.
because I can do successive attack again. So
And you have a second razor ring?
actually that's up to you whether or not you'll allow me to pull out another one,
Yeah. I think
because I have it on me.
Charlie, do you want to do anything?
I mean, if Riley's able to pull out another razor ring, I think that's fine. The only thing Charlie would probably do, because she's already up on the Anine, is probably use the onslaught again, but her intellect pool is getting low. So if Riley looks like they've got it handled, Charlie will just let that be handled.
So I am willing to let Railu pull out another ring, but it's going to cost you 3 speed.
Oh, I don't have that, so I'm not going to do that because I'm at 3 speed, and it would take 2 to do the successive attack. So
Okay.
I won't do that then.
Then Charlie.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, so if that's the case, then Charlie will do onslaught. I don't think that I'm going to use any effort though, because I am pretty low in my pool right now. So I'm
All
going to
right.
do the physical onslaught.
Okay. Yeah,
That's a
you hit.
13.
And
Nice.
how much damage?
4 damage.
What does it
And
look
that
like when
does
you
not
kill
avoid
it?
armor. Oh, dope.
They don't have
you
armor.
see you see like a similar thing to like what happened to the bird where like the creature sort of like their physical traits kind of get morphed a little bit. And I almost like picture like, this is going to be probably a little sad, but like I almost picture like the thing just kind of like stumbles and ends up starting to like roll forward as like a leg gets replaced into like another part of their body, and like the dust of the flames like picks up as it like turns into like tumbleweed almost, like rolling from its like trajectory that it had.
Very nice. You have killed them. I really should have gone with the 6 I thought I would throw at you, but that's fine. It's fine. Cool. You all are out of combat. You are at your respective mounts and ready to go, but
Railu
there's
looks at the
nothing
party and
chasing
goes, I need a nap. I have not slept tonight yet. And Hillian, that thing is still beeping. Go get your eggs, please. And I want to go to sleep.
So about those eggs, I might need some help because there's still one of those bird things in the nest.
Okay,
Is there?
we need-
I thought you said that there were 2, one protecting the nest and one...
I thought I said usually there were,
Usually, okay, my bad.
but only one came to attack you, and that bird was not, the Tetrahydra was not quiet as you killed it.
Fair enough.
So, but nothing else has come to join it other than a pack of dogs.
Okay, well, just...
But
Can
it
you
was
watch
up
Jacques
in
while
the
I
trees.
while I climb the tree and grab the eggs, please?
Sure.
Railu like grabs bedroll, throws on ground, and goes to sleep.
Well, we should probably get at least a little ways away from all of these carcasses, just in case there's a scavenging creature that comes this way. So we probably shouldn't set up
What?
camp here, but
No.
if we get at least a little further away, I think we'll be okay.
Railu just looks at you and is like, I hate that makes sense. And like takes a second to rest. I'm just gonna take 2 rests then instead, and puts my bag back up.
Yep.
Sure.
And then Hillian will climb the tree and...
Wait, plus that's not right. Sorry, ignore that.
Just you take care of you. All right, so let's get a roll for climbing the tree.
Ooh, okay. And I think Hillian will apply 1 level of effort to do this.
All right.
TD3?
Let's see. That is a demanding. Yeah, sure. Okay, so you get to the top of this tree where the nest is, and there are 4 eggs, roughly the size of your head. They
Huh.
are big eggs.
Okay. Who wants to catch?
Excuse me?
I got some big beautiful eggs to drop.
Hillian, who or what is going to carry those?
I mean, they're surprisingly light. I mean, they feel weird, but they're surprisingly light. Sort of.
Breakfast. It could be breakfast.
Okay, you rolled well enough to know that that would not be tasty. But you also know, as your merchant background, that if you were to take these and sell these, they would be quite lucrative.
Okay, not breakfast, but money. We can sell these or we can raise them. I don't want to raise them, but we could sell them.
Oh. And Hillian is visibly disappointed.
I mean, we could raise them we could raise 1, but we don't need 4 more mouths to feed. I would love to have an attack pet.
16 mouths?
Don't eat them, please. Wait, how many eggs? What?
4
Four
times
They
4.
have 4 heads.
4 heads.
Oh my god, okay. I was like, where did we get 16? Yeah, Hillian, if you want, we could keep 1. I wouldn't mind having an attack buddy around. But, like, 4 is so many.
I mean, Jacques gets a little jealous, so one of you would have to take them on as a pet. But sure, I mean, if we're not gonna eat them,
They're very gross, I promise.
And the eggs are not like white, large chicken eggs. They're kind of weird, angular, reddish, spotted, and, you know, a little bit of blue. I mean, they're weird looking eggs, and they're big. So, how are you getting them down? Or are you? Are you just crushing them? Are you just horrible people?
So,
what are you doing?
like I said, who's gonna catch?
I'm not sure we could probably take like a bedroll out and like have one person on each side of it, like a sort of like a parachute type thing.
Further. They're high. Like Hillian climbed. It's probably like 3 anines up.
3 anines.
Hey.
3 anines of measurement.
Thank you. So what are you doing?
High.
You could probably catch them with a bed, like a blanket type thing, right? And you just like start up high and you're like,
How
Yeah,
tall
that's how
is an
eggs work.
anine?
They're probably a good 7-8 feet tall.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
Did any of y'all do that in science class where you make the contraption that, you know, keeps an egg safe when you drop it off a roof or whatever?
Yeah, but that's like a small egg, not like a ostrich egg, you know?
With weird angles.
Well, the weird angles I feel like would actually help it not break, right? Because it would hit, like, if it hits, like, it'll roll. I don't know how that works. I don't know how eggs work. I don't know how eggs. Don't look at me like that, both of you.
All right, what are you doing?
Hillian will grab one, take it down with him, and then who does Hillian hand it off to? Who's there to receive
I believe
the egg?
Railu has gone to bed.
Railu is not. I mean, Railu. No, not if we're moving, but Railu is not helping. Railu has 3 in every pool.
If we don't take them, this thing is gonna beep the entire time.
I thought you just had to touch it to 1 egg. What do you mean all of them?
It still detects other eggs around us.
I hate this device.
Okay,
Hillian.
so here's my question though: is if the egg is on our anines, would it not be continually around us and just beep the entire time?
I just have to check them out.
Oh,
So go up there, touch it to them, and then we can go.
Fine.
Oh yeah, it has stopped beeping.
Oh, if it's done beeping.
Yeah,
right.
once
Let's take this one and sell it later, and let's go. Because something is going to be after these dead animal carcasses, and I don't want to be here to find out what it is.
Are we fine on rations?
is
or
Hillian
should we
willing
take
to do
some
that?
of this?
Because I mean, eggs are a big part of your Easter bunnery thing.
Hillian would be very sad if he had to leave some
Okay,
eggs
fine. You can
behind.
get one more, but I don't think we can carry 4 of those.
Oh,
You have 4 anine.
Well, we have to
Oh,
ride
oh,
those things.
Crap.
If you think Railu is walking instead of, like, while an egg sits on my anine, you are sadly mistaken.
They're
Alright, but-
huge. They're caravan items.
But how big aren't these eggs huge too?
They're about the size of your head. Come on.
This-
I don't know. Riley's got a pretty
I got a pretty, big head.
yeah. So I mean, Hillian will climb back up and grab another.
Okay. Can I get another climbing roll? You're good?
Oh, nice.
Not only with that, I think you managed to, with a 17, you can get 2 eggs down. And so you've gotten 3 eggs.
And Hillian will get down and be like, there's only one more.
Charlie looks at Marcus and Railu like, what do you two think? Because I'm not going to break Hillian's heart.
Marcus doesn't care. Marcus is like, y'all killed everything. I'm good. Whatever.
These are worth so much money if we find the right person. Like, if you
Okay,
want
fine.
to
Go get the last
Grab
one. And then I guess while Hillian's climbing up there, Charlie will try and get the other 2 to help her connect them or like harness them to the anines.
Yeah, I mean, they fit into bags and there are saddles on each of these, so you're
Okay.
fine. You just put them in the saddle. Are you putting them all together? Are you separating them?
It's
How
in
do
a
you keep
bag
one
that's
on
not
each
near
of
any
me,
of my
right?
stuff.
Huh?
Oh, I said it's in a bag that's not near any of my stuff.
Cool. Anyway, give me a roll for the last climbing check, please. 19.
Nice.
Goodness. Yeah,
You find
you
a
are
fifth egg.
golden. Actually, you can roll on the
Cipher table?
list and find another cipher. That's pretty good. Actually, with a 19, you can roll for 2.
Okay. I got this.
So
Where's the
you
cipher
can,
table?
You can do cipher, 2 ciphers, or a cipher and an oddity.
I'm going to go 2 ciphers. I need tools.
Okay.
An attractor and an instant shelter.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Those are not bad. Put them in your...
I have to delete the poison because I used it. And
You also find a ring.
oh,
What was
Does
that?
it beep whenever eggs are nearby?
I am dropping it in your inventory. Do you put the ring on? Don't look at it.
no. I put it in my pocket.
Okay. The ring is silver with purple and bright orange speckles all along it. As you are putting it in your pocket, you notice the speckles change colors.
Okay.
So, all right. You have all of your eggs. You are safe. You are ready to go. Hillian is super happy with those rolls. You got everything you could possibly want out of this nest. There are 4 dead creatures. One is crystalline shards of a creature. One is filled with crystalline shards and its
2 are
body is
discombobulated.
horribly mutilated. There was a feathered horror that is now reshaped and more horrible. And there is a 4th hound with these massive jaws that, had they bitten you, would have been truly horrifying. That has crystal shards of teeth from another one shoved into it, and a razor ring sticking out of the middle of its head, lying dead on the ground.
I think this is the moment I finally found it. Railu goes and grabs the razor ring and kind of looks at the shards that are sticking out of thing. And I walk over to Charlie and I'm like, take this. It is terrifying. It is worth so much money. This physically hurts me. Take this out of my hands, please. Because I know sometimes you get tired and I don't want you to die.
Charlie just looks at Railu for a second and just kind of puts out her hand and grabs the wand and stuffs it in one of her pouches, one of her bags.
I was like, we're not going to talk about this. And then I walk away.
Amazing. Well done. Those were some cool random encounters that you all really... Ooh, I need to make harder random encounters.
No, you don't. That was
No,
fine.
you don't. I was almost dead. I had
Yeah.
in everything.
I have 3 speed, so we're good.
So you're saying I need to
intellectual's
make
pretty
them
low.
just a little harder.
I'm
If
gonna
they
do
didn't have that
2
shatter
recovery
wand,
rolls.
those dogs probably would have downed me.
I don't know. Charlie's fine.
Well,
That's because I already used my action in 10-minute rest.
Still fine.
And I rolled really well on them. I got a
You
6
did.
and a 4.
So that's I think we're gonna end for today. We went a little over our normal time, but I figure that makes up for all the times that we start a little late. And this was awesome. Thank you all for playing with me. Why don't we start with Kenny and say our goodbyes?
Yeah, my name is Kenny. You can find me on Twitter at PunterDrone. When I'm not playing this really fun game with these amazing folks, you can find me as the narrator on our Saturday game where we play Starfinder. I narrate, and we are playing the Dawn of Flame Adventure Path. Right now we are really close to finishing up our the second book called Soldiers of Brass. And you can kind of check in and find out what sort of hijinks the crew of the
GD Hoopty.
The GD Hoopty. Yep. The crew of the GD Hoopty. What they get up to.
Right,
Thanks
Kate?
everybody for coming and hanging out with us today. We really always enjoy when folks are hanging out and chat with us. But I'm Cage and I've been Charlie for you today. You can find all my socials, streams, podcast appearances, and creative projects on my website, ragecagerugger.com. That's RAGEKAGERUGGER.com. And in particular, I want to highlight that if you're joining us live today, I want to let you know that tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time, I'll be live on my channel for my very first DM on stream. I'll be running my adventure, the Druissi Jubilee, for a couple of friends. So feel free to stop on by in a few hours tonight.
Nice. And I am Aaron. Thank you all for being here. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you all. You can find me at Space Persona on Twitter. And then I have been on a big stream hiatus lately because of the smoke here in Southern Washington and then some other stuff that came up. But I will be starting up again probably this coming Wednesday. But go to my Twitter for updates, and my Twitch is Catalyst, KATOLYS. You can play a bunch of different games there, so you can find me at both those places.
And I'm Kelrick. You can find me on Twitter at Cormallon, CORMALLON. Or I also manage the EQ Points Twitter account, so I monitor that all the time. I am happy to talk to any of you. My other things besides this are playing in the Starfinder game that Kenny narrates, and then I think that's all I've got going on now. I am looking to add another person to this cast, and we're also looking for another player for our Starfinder game. So if anyone's interested, check out our EQ Points Twitter account for more information. And I think that's it for today. Thank you all so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next week for Starfinder and in 2 weeks for our next game.
Woo-hoo.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching or listening to Qmenera. If you're looking for more TTRPG podcasts in your life, we recommend checking out all of the shows on the Be Gay Roll Dice Network. Every show there is fantastic, and who doesn't want more LGBTQIA content? If you like what we create, then you should also listen to our Starfinder cast, a story utilizing Paizo's Starfinder system. We have an awesome cast of folks following the Dawn of Flame adventure path and improving our way into fun and funny situations. You can easily find us and all of our recent episodes on our website, experiencepoints.com. We thank you so much for listening and supporting us, and please don't forget to leave a review on iTunes and wherever you listen to your media. Bye.
Come listen to Dice Will Roll, the gayest Pathfinder podcast on the planet. We ask the hard questions like, is it morally acceptable to kiss a goblin? Is it cool to use spell slots to warm up leftovers? Would the gods be mad if I wrote slashfic about them? We're a group of 4 friends who play Pathfinder 2nd Edition every week and go on adventures like none other. We've just launched our brand new season, Extinction Curse, which follows the adventures of the Circus of Wayward Wonders, as they put on the greatest show in all of Golarion and uncover ancient secrets and long-forgotten foes from a bygone era. If you like circuses, clowns, and a little bit of magic, come check us out, and make sure that no matter what, you keep it rolling.